Want the trophy?
No, you'll be alright here, mate, if that's alright with you. It's okay.
Yeah, 2-3, okay.
Good to go, lads?
I'm good, Rama.
Yeah, no worries.
Is that not working?
What's not working?
Could you tap that gun mic for me? The top? Nah,
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
All good.
Fire away, Raman.
Okay. You okay, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Scott, I wonder how much you've been watching your old club from afar.
I have been through the season. I've been watching them all. So, yeah, a bit up and down season, I'd probably say. Obviously, the stint with Mick didn't go as planned. New managers came in and seemed to get that bounce what you normally get from a new manager. So, seems as if they're going for it now and back to where they should be.
How would you sum up the enormity of this game then, try to get the first trophy of the season?
Huge. I think everybody that's won it through the season knows how much a boost that it can give. The two teams will be looking to win that trophy to do the same thing. Obviously Rangers to get that bounce to try and catch Celtic, close the gap, and Aberdeen to start getting momentum to take them right up that table. I think they're in a false position as it is anyway. I think it's quite clear to see that the performances haven't really replicated the results that they've been getting. So they're a dangerous side. And you do feel as if whoever wins this will get that wee boost that they need.
It's quite a big week for Rangers as well when they've got the big Europa League match on Thursday and then this one on Sunday. How much do you think that could define their season?
Oh, it's huge. Of course it is. It was an opportunity missed. Ironically against Aberdeen last time, where they could have went to Betis and obviously rested a few players that is going to be key for this game on Sunday. But they need to go there to try to win that game to progress. And it's a massive week for them. I think obviously Sunday's probably more important in terms of getting the win and getting the trophy. But Thursday is absolutely ginormous to get in the next round of the Europa League.
And obviously in tied with that, Rangers are obviously going for the league, and then there's the results that happened at the weekend. How much of a boost do you think that's going to give them that can potentially cut the gap down to 2? Yeah,
it's huge. I think if you looked at this maybe 3 months ago or 2 months ago, you wouldn't have said that this would happen. But this is Scottish football, and this is what it throws to you. And if you read everything that everybody's saying, then that the league was already done. So it's proved to be very, very different to that. But it's all about getting that win in the game in hand and cutting that, and then a massive game in the 30th at Parkhead.
Do you think Rangers can then kick on and potentially, if not challenge all the way, become champions?
Yeah, of course. I always think that. I think if you're winning this cup on Sunday, then of course it could boost you in there. Then you go to Celtic Park on the 30th of this month, and anything can happen. You do that, and you could potentially go top of the league. So it's a huge boost, and it's well within their capabilities to do so. Obviously how good a side Celtic are. But if you're going to do that, you get it down to 2 points, and you can certainly get momentum. It will all start with Thursday and Sunday.
Is that why Sunday for you is so key? Because the momentum you're talking about can really start to grow, or it could almost be like a big balloon being punctured if it doesn't go Rangers' way.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, possibly. I think you need to stay positive in situations. There's obviously it's a 50-50 whether you win or you lose. But I fully believe that Rangers can go and win this game on Sunday and really kick on. And as you say, momentum is the most important thing at any club. So to get it and to do it yourself, to get that trophy on Sunday is absolutely massive. So if you get that momentum, it can really boost you up. You've got a trophy in December, and you can really kick on from there.
And something tangible as well, not just for the fans, but credit in the bank for the new boss.
Of course it is, yeah. He's came in and he's got that kick, what I said before, which you normally expect with a new manager, but he seems to be, really demanding of the players. You've seen it in press conferences and speaking behind the scenes how much respect that he demands from the players and the expectation that he puts on the players. So I think once he does that, if he manages to get his hands on the trophy on Sunday, then it's only going to add to the respect that the players are going to give him.
And then a difficult one maybe then on Thursday in terms of, do you put the best team out going away to Seville? You've got experience of that yourself, going to Seville for a cup final.
Yeah. No, I think you do. I think you play your strongest team. Hopefully you get the result on Thursday, and hopefully you come back with no injuries. But I think you need to go there with your strongest team to try and win that game. I think it's in the capabilities of Rangers to go and do so. Obviously, Betis are a top team, and you've seen with the calibre of player that they've got. And they're really in this campaign they've been fantastic. So it's going to be difficult, but I think you play your strongest team and get them recovered for Sunday.
Scott, you played Aberdeen many times. There's always talk when the two teams meet about the match-up, intense rivalry. What are your memories of games against Aberdeen? Obviously, there was that game you scored late goals up at Pittodrie. What are your memories of playing against the Dogs?
That's the only one that I remember. That's the only one. Of course, yeah, it's a heated environment when you go up there, particularly at Pittodrie. It's the rivalry is there, and it is a great occasion. Sometimes we've came down the road where I feel as if you should win and you haven't, for different reasons. And then the game that you're talking about there was one that everybody sort of thought that was getting away from us and we had to win, and thankfully we did so. But it is an environment. There's a heated rivalry in the stadium. Will be absolutely bouncing on Sunday, no doubt about it.
Is that something that you as a player and your former teammates that'll be out there on Sunday, think they're thriving at, they're reveling in that?
Yeah, definitely. From both sides, you'll hear it from the terraces how important this is to both clubs. So, yeah, there's absolutely no doubt wherever this place, whether it's Ibrox, Pittodrie or Hampden Park, that it's an intense environment. It just so happens that at the end of this one you can get a trophy at the end.
So you expect that to be more heated than usual, perhaps?
I do. Yes, definitely.
We saw you call the goal scorer in the semi-final with Scott Ray, and you obviously borrowed your celebration as well. Talk us through that, and if you got any, you're going to do the same for the game of the weekend?
Probably not, no. Probably not. No, I was speaking to him the night before, and I just had that wee feeling that he did it last time here against Hearts in the Scottish Cup final, and he was waiting his chance. Absolute love wee Scotty. So he just needs to add goals to his game to get the full credit that he deserves, because he does stuff in games where, normal fans don't really see the goodness unless you put the ball in the net, and he could do that a little bit more often and get the credit that he deserves. So I thought that this was going to be a game for him. He was in a rich vein of form at that time coming into the game, and I just fancied him, and thankfully he did do that, and he can keep the celebration if he wants to do it, but big shoes to fill, aren't they?
Yeah. What has it been like watching your teammates from the outside? Obviously been away a number of months now, as you say, a bit of a difficult spell, but even now with the number of injuries, the team have been getting good results and seem to be in a pretty good vein of form going into the game.
Yeah, exactly, and you're encouraged by that, how many injuries they've got to key players as well. So if you're obviously picking up results, what you should do, obviously there was a mishap up at Aberdeen to not get that, but difficult game to go into. But I think you'd be encouraged by the amount of injuries and the form that they've got since the new manager came in. Obviously it never went to plan at the start of the season for different reasons, and Mick unfortunately loses his job. So, but again, that is football. That is, new guy comes in, takes the players, puts expectation and demands on them, and the players that you see that plays on a consistent basis is the ones that it really relies upon. And then when you get some more injuries coming back, more players coming back from injury, then certainly that could propel them into real try to win that title.
I'm sure people want to know as well how you've been getting on the last number of months and how you're finding the weather. You were saying it was pretty cold compared to what you've been used to since you...
It was. I got off that plane on Wednesday night and I was shaking, so I'm completely acclimatised to the sun now, and I think I'm soft in my old days getting here. So I'll be hopefully we'll go back in January for pre-season time. But I have enjoyed it. It's been an experience that me and my family have absolutely loved. Kids are loving it. Still speaking Scottish, but speaking American and a wee Scottish accent. So we're really enjoying it this time. So hopefully next season will be better. We lost a manager at the end of the season there, so I think a new one's getting announced this week. We'll look forward to seeing that and kick on again.
You've got a player that played a sort of similar position to yourself, and Todd Cantwell's been integral this season for Rangers. Do you think he's going to be the key man on Sunday?
He potentially could be, aye. I think, again, I was talking about wee Scott right there, talking about goals. I think Todd's got the ability to score more goals and really cement his place in the team. Obviously, I watched the Europa League game last week where he takes him off after 30 minutes, and little Ross comes on and does fantastically well, and then he plays on Sunday, gets man of the match and sets up the 2 goals. So it does show you the sort of mentality that he's got, the confidence that he's got in himself, and he just needs to keep doing what he's doing. And obviously the fans have really taken to him, love him as a player, and he's potentially a player on Sunday that could make the difference, no doubt. Aye.
You touched on there, Ross McCausland obviously made his breakthrough this year. Was he a player you were aware of at the club, or did you see this coming from him?
I was aware of him. He was training with the first team at that time. Probably no more so than like Alex was in there, Adam Devine, Leon King, the young boys. Ross was coming in and out of the team, but you could see he had ability, but he was really taken to playing at Ibrox, playing for Rangers. I think the fearlessness that fans love to watch is that you normally get it from kids. So he's came in there, he's grabbed his opportunity. It's an absolute dream for him to play for Rangers. So, he's been absolutely fantastic, and you never know. He's probably put himself in right contention of playing a huge game on Thursday and a huge game on Sunday.
From a Rangers perspective, would it be a concern at all going in on Sunday, just a couple of days after what looks like it's going to be quite a grueling night in Seville?
I think these games. This is what when you're at Rangers. This is what it is. You're going to play every 3 days. You're going to play in big games. They lost an opportunity. There's no doubt that they could have rested maybe 2 or 3 players. But if you ask any player, they probably would like to play on the Thursday and the Sunday. It keeps you in rhythm and momentum. If you get a good result on Thursday, you want to play on the Sunday again. So, you've got everything. There's no excuses in terms of recovery for Friday and Saturday to be ready for Sunday. And I think Aberdeen have got a game as well. So, I think there's no excuses for the players.
You were obviously involved the last time Rangers won a cup on the back of a trip to Seville. I mean, how do they recover in that short space of time to go again for such a big game?
You just need to, you know it's coming. It's not going to get put off. You get yourself in for it. You know that you need to win the game. You need to win the games, and you just go for it. There's no time for sleeping on it. There's no point for anything. This game is absolutely ginormous. There's a fan base that demand that trophy goes back to Ibrox, and it's up to the players to do it.
Scott, just last one on the league. You touched upon it earlier about the neck and neck between Celtic and Rangers now. I mean, Old Firm games are obviously huge, but how much importance do you place in this one at the end of the month, given what could happen?
Mm-hmm. Well, they need to win a game in hand first.
Yeah.
Old Firm games they speak for themselves. There's always added pressure and expectation, but the game is absolutely momentous. So obviously, with the opportunity, if Rangers get themselves in order, with the opportunity to go top of the league, of course it will give you a boost. Doesn't mean the league's won. In Celtic's perspective as well, it doesn't mean the league's won. It will give them a nice cushion, but there's a boost there to do it and really kick on. So yeah, it'll be a massive game.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys. Thanks, lads.